are new, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. If you are not, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the podcast. You guys, happy Monday, first of all. And we are in a new week. Not only are we in a new week, but we are in a new month. Let's get into today's topic. Today's topic is rejection hurts. All of us have been through some type of rejection, whether that's through a family member, whether that's through a job, whether that's through a relationship, friendships. There's some type of rejection that we've all felt. And a lot of us don't know how to deal with the rejection so that we can overcome the rejection. If you're not careful, the enemy will feed you the lies of rejection. The enemy will feed you things that are not true. He will start to twist what God said about you and how God views you into something negative. And he'll use things like rejection and disappointment to make you feel like you are less than, to make you feel like there is something wrong with you. But I'm here to let you know, as your big sis, as your little sis, as your cousin, or whoever I am to you, that the enemy's lies are not true. And recently I went through a little bit of rejection, and it kind of stung, y'all. Like, it kind of like, it really hurt me, because I've been working on myself a lot, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, internally, externally, and I am very proud of my progress. Something about when you are breaking chains and no longer in bondage and no longer holding on to the very thing that has kept you stagnant, that's when the enemy comes in like a thief in the night. I told y'all, he is a little sneaky, a little one too. And he comes in and he tries to test us with things to see, hold on, okay, you said that this one is going to be free. This is how the enemy talks to God. You said that this one is going to be free. But let me see how free she really is. Let me see how delivered he really is. Because she said that she was free and delivered from rejection. She said that they were free from smoking weed, from going out. But hold on, let me try to tempt them. Let me try to test them to see if they really talking, how they walking. I have been experiencing a lot of no's. I mean, no. Really made me start to question, what is going on with me? What's wrong with me, right? That's how the enemy wants you to feel. That's how he gets you in when the no's start happening and when doors start to close or when things are not opening for you. That's when the enemy starts to taint your mind and make you think that something is wrong with you, but there is nothing wrong with you. And what I realized through this recent situation of being rejected, in a sense, is that I was asking God for clarity about this situation. I was asking God, give me signs after signs, give me confirmation. I need this at this time, and all that. And when I was asking God for confirmation, when I was asking him, God, I need you to answer this, I was asking, but I was also moving out of his will. I was also prematurely going to figure out the answer myself instead of waiting on God's timing. And it's something about when we are prematurely doing things and prematurely going out of the will of our Father that we get spanked. Woo! And through that, I got spanked, y'all, because I went out of the will of my Father to find an answer that I really was hoping that it wouldn't be that answer, and it ended up being that answer. You get what I'm saying? I wanted it to be a yes, and it ended up being a no. It ended up being a big capital no. And it hurt me, because in that moment, I started to feel less than. I started to feel like the things that people say about me are not true. The things that people see in me, I can't see in myself. Then I realized that that was a lie of the enemy. Then I realized that through my rejection of the no, right? And through not getting the answer that I wanted, it was God's protection. And we have to deal with the rejection face on. We have to understand that sometimes the no is the best answer that we need in that season. Sometimes the no means not yet. Sometimes the no means no, it's just not going to be it. Sometimes the no is to protect you from things that you don't know. Whew, my God, thank you, Holy Spirit. And we have to deal with the pain of feeling like nobody wants us. We have to deal with the past trauma. We have to deal with the past hurt. We have to deal with what our family did to us, what our past relationships did to us, what our friends did to us. We have to know that we are more than conquerors. And if somebody is not accepting you, if a job is not accepting you into this new position, or if you're not getting a promotion and things are not moving and you feel like everything is a no, 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 it's because God has greater for you. Oftentimes we put rejection on ourselves because we don't want to wait on God's answer. Sometimes rejection comes our way and we didn't even realize it was coming. That could be through a family member not accepting you. That could be you not having a father or your mother in your life. That type of rejection is something that you can't control because that was on them. But then there's also rejection that we put on ourselves because we wanted to find an answer. We want to find a quick answer to the prayer that we asked for. Instead of waiting on God, we'll end up doing it ourselves. We'll end up trying to find out the answer ourselves. Realize, oh, that wasn't the answer that I wanted in the first place. I should have just waited. And now here I am dealing with rejection that I didn't have to deal with if I just stayed in God's will. Now here I am dealing with a heartbreak if I would have just stayed in God's will. Now here I am dealing with rejection from people that God told me I shouldn't be attached to in the first place. Here I am dealing with the no's of a job, telling me that you're too qualified, telling me that they found somebody else. Now here I am. God, I thought you said that you have plans for me. I thought that the things that people said about me were true. Why is it not aligning with where I am? This is the part where you have to do the internal work. This is the part where no matter what goes on, no matter what the answer is, no matter what the outcome is, it's not about what the outcome is. It's about what God says the outcome is. It's not about moving out of God's will to trying to find a quick answer. It's about being in God's will so that He can give you the answer that's going to give you peace. So that He can give you the answer that's going to allow you to see yourself the way that God sees yourself, so that you can build your confidence and so that you can get your strength back, so that you can get your courage back to realize that even if that relationship does not work out, even if that man says, you know what, I can't do it, or even if that woman says, you know what, I'm good on this, that it does not matter because I know who I am. And that's your problem, that you don't want to be attached to me, because let me tell you something, I know who my Father told me I was. And so if God is saying that this is not the season for that job, if God is saying that this is not the season for that relationship, if God is saying no, 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 know that He has something better. Know that in this season that it's a no, because maybe you don't even see yourself the way God sees you. Maybe there's still some pouring into yourself that you need to pour into. Maybe there's some healing. Maybe there's some trauma that you have not let go of. And God is saying, I need you to fill yourself up with my spirit so that if a no happens, it won't shake you. That if a man or a woman says, I'm good on you, or you're too much, that it won't bother you. That if a job or a family member walks away from you, that it does not affect you. Because it does not matter what people have said or how people view you. It's about how God views you. It's about how God has placed you with His Spirit inside of you. And if you have the Spirit of God in you, then no rejection, no disappointment can overpower what God has spoke about you. You start working on yourself internally and you start to really lock in with God. Things that used to affect you and the rejection that once kept you bound will no longer keep you bound. And when that little rejection happened with me, I was upset for the rest of the day. But the next day I woke up, I gave it to God. I said, listen, I know who my Father is, and I know that He has plans for me. And I don't have to worry. I don't have to try to figure out something that He already has figured out. And I was proud of me because the old me, I wouldn't have went to the gym. I would have been upset. I would have allowed it to affect me the whole entire time. But the growth that I've done with my Father to understand who I am has allowed me to get rid of the spirit of rejection. Those people aren't in your life because it's for a reason. Those people rejected you because God has better people that are coming in your life. Those people that told you that you wasn't coming in this next season with them, it was for a reason. God does not want you to be connected to those people no more. God does not want you to be connected to that relationship no more. Internally, mentally, emotionally, will it be good for you? See, God knows things that we don't know. So that person that she was dealing with and you was googly eye over, and all of a sudden they not there no more, they just up and bounce. But next thing you know, they with somebody else. God has something better for you. And He wants you to value yourself. You too precious to God. He loves you too much for you to keep entertaining something, or for you to keep your mind so focused on something that God is saying, just let it be. For I know the plans that I have for you. For anyone who is dealing with church hurt, who has been rejected or judged by pastors or leaders or church members, I know how it feels. It hurts, it stings, it doesn't feel good. But don't allow people and their flesh to stray you away from the Father. Don't allow people's pain and their rejection and their insecurities to push you farther from who God has called you to be and your relationship with God. For the people who have dealt with rejection, from maybe your father not being there, or maybe your mother not being there, or maybe your siblings or whoever in your family member not being there and they drop the ball. I know how that feels. I can't hold on to my Father's issues of Him not wanting to be a part of my life. I can't hold on to what did I do to deserve this. I don't want to let this pain and this spirit of rejection keep me bound from the good people that you have for me, for the good men that you have for me, for the great leaders that you've placed to cover me. I gotta be set free so that I can receive everything that you have for me. I gotta be able to remove all that gunk out the way so that I can receive the blessings of Abraham. I gotta be able to let go. Allow you to come in and fill my spirit with your spirit so that I can move and talk in a way with boldness that decrees and declare that yes, I've been through trauma. Yes, I've been through rejection. But it does not matter what you think about me. It does not matter how you view me, because I'm walking with God. And as long as I'm in alignment with God, it does not matter. Anybody can go. Everybody can go. But all I need is my Savior. So I'm saying all this to let you know that it does not matter in this season. You need to have your head up high. You are a king's kid. I don't need the approval of man. I don't need the approval of people that are not going to say, well done, at the end of this race. Walk in your authentic authority. We've all felt rejection. We've all felt pain. But it's time to fully surrender it to God so that you can be free and you can walk in to total confidence and total courage, knowing that, yeah, they rejected me, but God accepted me. I love y'all so much. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, y'all already know what I'm about to say. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.